of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you, everyone. Please be seated. Jenna, can we have a roll call, please?
Yes. Trustee Gadowski.
So moved, sorry. Here.
Trustee Kreiser. Here. Trustee Fader. Trustee Ball. Here. Trustee Rhodey. Here. Trustee Stahl. Here. President Knudsen.
Here. Second is a public hearing. We have none. Third is approval of the regular village board meeting dated April 21st, 2026. I hope everyone's had a chance to read through it. Are there any questions, comments, corrections as they will be presented this evening? If not, I'll look for a motion to approve as presented. Motion to approve as written. Voted.
Second, Kreiser.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Sorry, abstain. Oh, okay. The minutes are hereby approved. Item 4 are citizen comments. This is an opportunity for citizens to share their opinions with board members on any topic they choose. However, due to Wisconsin open meeting laws, the board is not able to answer questions or respond to your comments. All comments should be directed to the board. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker, with time being indicated by an audible alarm. When the alarm sounds, speakers are asked to conclude their comments. Speakers are asked to please use the podium and state their name and address for the record. Is there anybody here that would like to make a comment at this time? Yes, sir. Please.
My name is Troy Jillett. I'm actually a city resident, but I'm a board member of the Pewaukee Kiwanis, which is why I'm here today.
Could you give your address?
Yes, it's N26W22105, Glenwood Lane, Waukesha 53186.
Thank you, sir.
I streamed the meeting from 2 weeks ago, and unfortunately, we just couldn't make it here and noticed there was some confusion a little bit with the letter we wrote to the trustees, and we wanted to explain that a little bit more. I've got a much better one here that I'll hand to Jenny, and she can handle it afterwards. Summarizing what this says and some other things is there's a significant financial start to this event, Beach Party, every year. It's a sum of 25 to 30 grand every year. We depend heavily on the beer and wine sales for that. And without the ability to, or a diminished ability to recoup those costs, we're going to have problems doing what we do for this community. We estimate conservatively that we'll lose 30% in their beer and wine sales if this ordinance goes through while our event is running. And that's what I want to be specific about, is we're only concerned about when Beach Party is running. Don't want to have any influence on anything else. There was a topic brought up about Heartland and Delafield's events, and those are slightly, and if not fully funded by their chambers of commerce and other organizations out that way. We fund ours 100% solely on our own. We take all that financial risk. If it rains, we're out. We don't take out insurance because it's insanely expensive for that, but we do have to take out insurance for liability and other things like that, which is another concern. If alcohol is brought into our event that we didn't serve, our rates are going to go through the roof. And we might not even be able to get insured because of that ability for people to come through. Over the past 15 to 20 years, we have donated $175,000 to Parks and Rec. For the past 35 years, we have hosted the scholarship fund meeting, where everyone gets their scholarships, $9,000 to $12,000 in scholarships every year for 35 years we have done. We also donate from $15,000 to $18,000 every year to the Pewaukee Food Pantry, all from the revenue we make from Beach Party. 90% of our revenue comes from Beach Party. When we have really, really good years at Beach Party, when it's hot, when it's just, we're able to sell $23,000 for the School of Fine Arts, $10,000 the weight room, $16,000 for the softball diamond, and another $15K for the boys baseball diamond. We do a ton for this community, and we really want to continue doing that. We just think that if this ordinance is in effect when we have our event, we are going to have a difficult time. Thank you for your time.
Thank you very much, sir.
Good evening. My name is Gary Ebert. I live at 675 Bluestone Court in Pewaukee, Village of Pewaukee. Been a resident there for some 18 years. Prior to that, I lived in Waukesha. I really love the Village of Pewaukee. One of the highlights, and I should state that I am a member of the Kiwanis, Pewaukee Kiwanis Club. Over those 18 years, I've always looked forward to the beach party. It's great bands, great entertainment. I've been amazed at the hundreds, if not thousands, of people that come to the event each and every year. I had a great time. And as a result of that, the Kiwanis Club has been able to, that's our main source of income. And they've been able to, as Troy has mentioned, support a lot of local groups, especially the Pewaukee High School, grade school, the Pewaukee Food Pantry, and other civic organizations around the area. And the ordinance that has been talked about, my concern is that bringing just outside people in to, hey, get their drink and walk in, it hurts our sales. Also, we're putting the expense up front, $25,000. We got to get the tents, we have to get the bands, and we always try to, this year alone, we're spending more money on bands because we want to get a bigger crowd. And so all that money is up front, and whether we have 1,000 people show up or we have one person show up, we still have to fork over that money. So it's kind of a liability to us if all of a sudden people just come in out of the bars on Main Street there and just walk in and enjoy the entertainment. We don't mind that, just that we like them to purchase our alcohol instead. So anyway, it's just my 2 cents worth. I just wanted to add to what Troy had to say. But so I ask for your consideration not to pass that ordinance so that way we can continue. And again, as Troy mentioned, this is strictly for the beach party for those 2 days. So thank you very much for your time.
Thank you. So anyone else? Okay, I'm going to item 5A, review, discussion, and possible action on ordinance 2026-05, an ordinance to repeal and recreate section 18.112 and repeal section 18.113 of the municipal code regarding sale of food or food products, amended sections 18.101 and 18.102 regarding coin-operated movement devices, and repeal section 18.114 regarding soft drink licenses. I will ask the board, are there any questions or comments as it relates to this particular item? Does anybody need to know anything more about it?
Okay, we were looking at a ban on soft drink sales, high fructose corn syrup. I'm just messing with you, Jeff. Without the information that there's good news is left.
If that's the case, then would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve ordinance 2026-05 as stated in the agenda.
Second,
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Ordinance 2026-05 is hereby adopted. Resolution, review, discussion, and possible action on resolution number 2026-04, a resolution adopting the Public Service Commission of Wisconsin Water Utility Rate Order. Again, has everybody read through those? I know you probably did through all of them, but are there any questions or comments as it relates to this particular resolution?
I would just, as I mentioned at the Public Works meeting, reading the comments regarding this on social media, I would just like it on the record that we are all village citizens, and this all impacts our rates the same as every other citizen in the village.
Thank you, Jim. So, do I know other questions or comments? Would someone like to make a motion?
I'll make a motion to approve Resolution 2026-04, adopting the Public Service Commission's ruling on Wisconsin water utility rates.
Second. We have a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Resolution number 2026-04 is hereby adopted. Item 7, old business, there are none. Item 8, beginning to new business. Review, discussion, and possible action to approve a temporary road closure at 1239 and 1230 Timber Ridge from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. on Sunday, May 24th for a block party. Again, I hope everyone's went through that. I didn't get an invitation, but are there any questions or comments as it relates to that particular item? Again, if not, do I have someone that would like to make a motion?
I make a motion to approve the temporary road closure on Sunday, May 24th for their block party. Second.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion is hereby carried. Review, discussion, and possible action on construction updates of public road projects, including work on wells number 2, 3, 5, 6, and 7, 2026 street projects, issues involving the railroad, and work on the sanitary sewer stations. I'll ask if there's any questions. They're both here this evening. If you'd like to have them give us a presentation, we can do that, or if everybody's okay with going ahead on with the motion, that's up to you.
If I can just, I'll ask the board one question. What is the board's thought of adding the list to a memo on the website? I mean, because there's a lot of information, a lot of projects that are costing the village a lot of money, that obviously half of them are driving the rate increase that we just approved, and the other half are impacting the roads that everyone complains about. So at least getting it out there so that people have one source of what the current status is of all the projects.
I think that's a great idea.
I'm in agreement. One thing I would add is a map that shows the locations of all these too. Good point.
So if that being said, are there any questions or comments? If there are, then I'll look for a motion if you would like to do that.
I'll make a motion to, what's the action needed to take on it? Just acknowledgement of the updates, and then,
I don't think there's any formal action that's needed. If the
direction.
Yeah, the direction, I guess the only formal action would be the direction that was just made regarding posting Dave's memo on the website with the map. If you want to go that in the formal motion. Otherwise, this is mostly informational unless Dave's looking for other specific action.
Yeah, this is just an update, right? I mean, I'm cool with just passing it to staff, giving staff direction to do so. Staff okay?
Yeah, right. Okay? All right, then we're going to move on.
We'll get together, Dave.
Review, discussion, and possible action to confirm the committee appointments by the village president. I have one member that lives on, Cottonmile, thank you. Aquatic Beauty Commission citizen. I would like to have Jody Zimmerman confirm.
Make a motion to approve Jody Zimmerman for a 3-year term on the Aquatic Weed Commission.
Second, Peter.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you, everyone. Review, discussion, and possible action on use of village funds for administrative staff village branded clothing. Are there any questions or comments as it relates to that particular item?
And we're going to have a quick meeting until this one came up.
I just had a question. Can other people, like board members, if they so desire, want to buy their own shirts, we can do that, one of those too? I don't see why not.
Mr. President, you can't have a police uniform.
You already got a badge. And a pass. You get a DPW uniform though, they need another road crew guy, I think, right?
Yeah. As long as I get to run the weed machine, that's all.
That's like fun. I mean, I know overall this is peanuts, but we still are trying to control spending, and I think $100 per, I mean, quite honestly, I don't think it's unreasonable for the village staff to spend $30 on their own polos if they so choose. Every place I've worked, I've had to buy my own. Maybe I get one shirt. I think $100 is a lot per person, quite honestly. But I know it's, overall, it's a small hit on the budget. I get it, but the small things do continue to add up. We just approved a huge water rate increase for our residents. So, I mean,
What's the total financial, I mean, how many employees, we're just talking about the front office stuff?
Correct, $500.
and how much is it a shirt?
It depends on what people choose. So polos are not as expensive as long sleeve dress shirts, which are not as expensive as cardigans or, right.
It's probably through the same company that my company uses, and for $100 I usually get 2 button downs or 2 polos and 1 button down. So, and I get $100 a year.
And I'm hoping that they'll not wear one shirt for 5 days.
This is the high school way.
So, would someone like to make a motion?
I think it's good, like professional looking for the staff as well, so I would make a motion to approve the village funds for the staff and the clothing.
Second, Kowalski.
Motion and a second, any more discussion? All in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Okay, we got one vote. Motion is to the carried. Thank you. We have no more citizens. We got one citizen. I'm sorry.
Wow, that was perfect timing. Are you gonna stroll up to the microphone?
This is an opportunity for citizens to share their opinions with board members on any topic they choose. However, due to Wisconsin open meeting laws, the board is not able to answer questions or respond to your comments. All comments should be directed to the board. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker, with time being indicated by an audible alarm. The alarm sounds. Speakers are asked to conclude their comments. Speakers are asked to use the podium and please state their name and address for the record. You're good? You just made it for your adjournment. Item 10.
Thank you for you're good for the weed. The weed, yeah. Just missed that, I had to be very nice.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is Jody. Oh, hi, Jody. You just went to your email.
Well, you can make an acceptance speech, so.
All I can say is I'm looking forward, but we have some ideas, so.
Okay.
This is the young lady who will be talking. So, item 10 is adjournment. Motion to adjourn,
Second, Peter.
all in favor, say aye. Aye. Opposed? Thank you.